got to commemorate this show, baby. It's the N.y.a show, turning 30th birthday show. You know, I got to come straight into it. Welcome back to the N.y.a show. I think this might be the first or second time I've actually done a show on my birthday, man. But yeah, shout out. You know, I gotta appreciate everybody that continues to support the show. As of course, I say, Spirit Arrested is a short film by W3 Film, the award-winning short film that is available for you on YouTube. Please share, like, comment, get it on your TikToks, your Facebooks, your Instagram, to be sure to support my beautiful wife, as well as how a mother is balancing life and the dreams. The interview with Ajay, Breyonna, M. Thomas by Ajay Tambe, available on Spotify for all of my Spotify subscribers. Even if you ain't on there, go ahead and get on there. Just free play, and you'll get it hit 41 minutes of your time. So please be sure to check those two things out. As I told you guys, this is birthday week. Today is my birthday, 30 years old. So, you know, shout out to, you know, being able to have another year of life. Thank God for that. You know what I'm saying? Just to, you know, as we get another one around the sun, you know, straight up. My weekend was great. What do we hump day? We hump day into the week. My weekend was great. Sunday, what was that? The first Sunday, I was at my wife's church this Sunday. I did some work in the evening. Then Saturday, I spent the first half of the day with my kids. We hit the park, hit the rollerblade, you know, eye cream, you know, all that good stuff on my Saturday. Then the second part of the day, I went and worked for this. I work for this company that does photo booths, and I did a 360 photo booth out in Woodstock, which is like way further than where I live. It took like an hour to get out there, and I was surprised that it was a high school homecoming, first week of October. That's kind of early, and then at the same time, I was wondering why was I hearing Stanky Leg, Swag, Surf, Crank That Soldier Boy. You would think like Old Town Road and some of them songs would be like the new classics for these young kids. Like, I've been out of high school 10 years, you know, and we were listening to those songs when I was in high school and when we went to parties in college, and then the prior generation, you know, behind us. I'm like, dang, you know, it surely showed the test of time. But I'm like, dang, you know, they doing that Crank That Soldier Boy. Some of them know it, some don't, but they played a lot of songs that I came up on. Others like, well, they played it like Fiend. When they played that one, they had to run a DJ, bring that back. Like, they had to run that joint twice. The kids went back up there like, yo, play it again, play it again. So I had a great weekend, and I hope that you guys had a great weekend as well. It's the N.y.a show, and as you can see on the screen now, I do have, if anybody knew where I'm currently, well, I'll leave that part out, but out in Rockdale County, something happened about a week and a half ago, and there was a big fire. I hope the last thing that you think about, because I think about right now, chemicals, warehousing, all type of industrial stuff is right down the street. Let's say one night, it's one building that smoke no matter what, 24/7, it smoke down the street. I should take a video of it and put it on my YouTube channel. Smoke comes out the top of it all the time. So who am I to say what the fuck is coming out of the smoke, coming out down the street? And here we are with a whole bio lab that blew up. You never know what's going on in the air around you or how safe the environment regulations are when it comes to the air that we breathe in. So I want to be sure that I get into this story here. Hold up. Let me see how everybody's feeling, because everybody is mad.
Chemical fire we had in Rockdale County today. People in the community got a chance to voice their concerns.
Here is the latest on that. Today, families and businesses packed the Rockdale County Board of Commissioners meeting, and they offered scathing comments about the county's handling of the incident.
And the number of class action lawsuits against biolabs is growing. According to the AJC, a car dealership in Conyers has filed a complaint against the lab, bringing the number of lawsuits to at least 14.
And if you have questions or concerns about the chemical fire, BioLab opened a call center today. But some people we spoke with had difficulty getting through. We'll get to that.
What did I do? Was it me? Hello. Video. Was it me?
Had difficulty getting through.
Okay, maybe it is the video. Let's see if I can play it at this size. I just watched the whole video.
We'll get to that.
Fix that. Okay, so the video is not gonna play like I wanted to play, but I want to make sure that I get down to the bottom of what the actual story says. So everybody, the residents of this happened in Rockdale County. The residents got with the Georgia lawmakers about the fire that happened at the biolab in Conyers, and now they're saying they're going to make changes. And of course, I like to always have faith that they're going to make changes and things of that nature until it gets to the point where some actual changes have to occur, and then you get the lobbyists of these big time, chemical and big companies, and they just lobby against any time they're trying to take a real vote on any type of change. So if you guys paid attention to what happened, with it was was it a year and a half ago? A train came off the rail, it derailed, and then all the chemicals got out there into the air. People had to evacuate. Same kind of situation, and even to this day, they still haven't been able to get true improvements passed because the company, the big rail company, could just send a lobbyist there and just completely never get it to the point where they're going to vote and actually make changes that are going to be like, all right, y'all have to spend more money to make sure that things like this never happen again. And they just not going for it in most of these situations. So it's really about who has the biggest piggy bank at the end of this whole thing. Who's holding the piggy bank? Let's see what's going on with let's see. It will compel the owners, the leaders of BioLab, to be present as if they'll be there. I have contractors and employees that work there, so I got 40 people displaced. A man, Mr. Little, said that he runs Precision Paint and Collision. He can't necessarily get his people back to work because of what's in the air. They've been telling people they want you to stay inside, and it's hard for him to run his business, or his business is hurt for the simple fact that this made the national news, and everybody knows it happens over there. So if I'm going over, we're going, where are we going? Well, no, we can't go over there. Everybody, even if it was like, yo, the air is clean, it's good to come, there's still going to be people that are like, no, we're not going over there to the shop. So he losing money that way. So let's see what another thing Mr. Little said was that the metal and that corrosion that takes place anytime between 10 to 15 years to happen, that kind of damage from regular weather. But for it to happen in 6 days is a massive chemical reaction. He said when he looked at the chains, went from silver chains to brown and orange chains, like they had been sitting in rust. On Tuesday, lawmakers listened to the impacts of the fire and the plum that had persisted ever since, as if they truly, truly are going to do something to get it done. One of the things that we can most certainly do is the Environmental Justice Commission, which would be independent of them, that will really go out there and find out what's going on. But then please don't let them get backdoor on the back end and not doing their jobs, because they still in cahoots. We have to make sure we have to follow the money, everybody, because with too much money, it's going to cause some corruption somewhere. I'm surprised that I'm surprised they are still there. State Republican Angela Moore. A lot of people do not have everybody doesn't have a place to go. Just like right now, we look at the people that are down in Tampa. A lot of people, they're being told that they have to evacuate, and if the resources are not 100% given to them to get there, when you have no other way, no car, no other resources, no family, or you're disabled or you're homeless, how are you supposed to evacuate from these different areas? So of course, we're praying for our people that are dealing with that down in Florida, but it runs into a situation like this too. Big BioLab blew up, Donnie. Boom. What am I supposed to do? I don't have no money to move. Everybody with big money, they can just leave town and wait till it clear up. Me here or working person, I can't just pack up my bags and just leave my kids going to school, all of these different things. So yeah, they need to be held accountable for what happened. But will BioLab truly be held accountable? I have to follow the story and see what happens in the future. But for right now, the people went up there and talked with the Georgia lawmakers to say, hey, at the state capitol, we don't like what happened. What are you guys going to do to fix this? Like I said, the big railing companies ran into the same situation because trains derail all the time, but it's only so often that it's one that's big enough, visible, and that they say is pretty bad for the environment to a level that is going to be reported all through the news. And now, truly, what are we going to do? So if you guys are not familiar with the story, please check out what's going on, because this is 30 miles away from me, where this is happening at. So please don't think that I don't go outside and think that I'm soaking up the sun tomorrow, happy birthday. And I'm not taking in whatever the chemicals that's already out there, what I told y'all about down the street. And then on top of that, all the things that's coming from 30-mile wind travels. I was in a car this evening with my wife. It was a man behind me in a car, and he was smoking a cigarette we were at a stoplight, and he was behind me in his car, and he was smoking a cigarette. And he had his hand out the window like this. And from him even being right there behind me and the wind was blowing, I could smell the cigarette in my car as if I was smoking a cigarette. So just to know that the power of wind is very powerful. So don't just think because you in X amount of part of Georgia, 30 miles, 40 miles away from what is happening, that it can't happen to you, or you're not breathing in the air from what happened out there. It's N.y.a. So let me know what y'all thoughts on this story. Once again, 30 N.y.a show is consistent, still going out here too. As I hit my 30th birthday, and of course we got more shows to go. So the N.y.a show continue to support, and I'll be right back with another show. I hope so. I do got another one in me for the night. Yeah, I got one more. Got one more in me.